Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Jyoti Prakash and let's get into the video. So first let's look into Bank Nifty chart. After that we'll going to look into Nifty and Bank Nifty components. But first we need to look into one day candle chart because we wanted to identify the trend. After that we will going to look into 15 minutes for any trade. But before that we need to identify the trend confirmation, and for that we are looking into one day candle chart. And you can see that in one day candle chart, Bank Nifty does not move upwards or downwards, and today it goes sideways, and it trades around to 150 to 160 points in between. And if tomorrow markets opens flat and opens gap up, and if it closes above 42,400, then you can expect some buying pressure here until 42,500 to 42,600. But if tomorrow if it opens flat and if it opens gap up, and anything happen, if it opens flat open or opens flat gap up or gap down, and if it shows any negative movement there, they can extort some selling pressure here, and we can set our target to 42,200 first. Next target will be 42,100 to round level 42,000. But now let's look into 15-minute candle for any trade confirmation. If it opens flat, opens gap down, or opens gap up. So you can see that in 15-minute candle, market goes sideways for almost 1.5 days, and today market goes sideways and it shows some sideways movement here. So if tomorrow market opens flat and opens closes above 42,200, then you can start some buying pressure here, and you can set your target to 40,050 to 40,500, and next target will be 42,600. But if it opens flat or opens gap down, or if any mode of opens, and if it shows any negative scenario there, and if it closes below 42,600, then you can expect some selling pressure here, and we can set our first target to 42,200. Next target will be 42,100 to round level 42,000, as I said on one day candle set. And it may happen that market opens gap up. So what would you going to do? So if it opens gap up and if it closes above 600, 42,600, then you can expect some buying pressure there. But for now, I'm expecting if it opens gap up and if it shows any negative scenario here, then you can expect some selling pressure, and we can set our target to 40,400 to 40,250. And it may happen that it opens gap down. So if it opens gap down below 42,200, 42,000, around 42,100, then you can expect some selling pressure here, and we can set our target to round level 42,000. And if it opens gap down and it shows negative movement and take support from 42,000 here, then after that we'll going to look for any positive trend. But for now it looks negative to me. If it opens gap down, then you can go for selling. Okay, now let's look into Nifty. In Nifty one day candle chart, you can see that Nifty shows negative movement here, and it looks more negative than Bank Nifty. And so if it opens flat or opens gap down, and if it closes below 18,130 or 18,120, then you can expect some selling pressure here, and you can set our target to 18,086 to round level 18,000. But for that, it needs to open flat or opens gap down. For any buying trade, it needs to closes above for 18,300. After that, you can expect some buying pressure here. But for now, it looks negative to me as per one day candle chart. Here you can see that in 15-minute candle, Nifty looks negative here, and it opens gap down first, and after that it shows negative movement. But for almost 3 to 4 hours, it goes sideways. Now, if tomorrow markets opens flat and opens gap down, and if it closes below 18,120 and 130, then you can expect some selling pressure here. As I said on one day candle set, your first target will be 18,080. Second target you can set to around level 18,000. But it may happen that it opens gap up. So if it opens gap up, you need to wait if to closes above 18,280 or 300, then you can expect some buying pressure there. But for now, if it opens gap down and shows any, sorry, if it opens gap up and if it shows any negative scenario at that higher level, then you can expect some selling pressure here also. And you can set your target to 18,180 to 18,150. It may happen that if it opens gap down, if it opens gap up, then if it may happen that it opens gap down. So if it opens gap down and if it closes below 18,120 or 18,100, and after that if it shows any negative scenario there, then you can expect some selling pressure here, and our target will be 18,000 round level. Okay, and that's it for Bank Nifty and Nifty. Now let's look into Bank Nifty components. Here you can see that in HDFC Bank, it looks negative, shows negative to moment today, and now it trades below say round level 1600. So tomorrow markets opens flat, and if it opens gap up, and if it shows any negative movement, then you can exert some selling pressure there, and we can set our target to round level 1590 first. Next target will be round level 1580 to round level 1575. But if it's supposed to gap up, then we will going to wait for another 1 or 2 days for any positive movement. But as for now, it looks negative to me, and if it goes down, it may happen that Bank Nifty also goes down as well. Okay. Now let's look into ICICI Bank. Here you can see that in ICICI Bank it trades around that 920 level, and for almost 2 to 3 days it trades around that level. So it looks positive to me, because if it shows any positive movement at that resistance level, that means more buyers are here and they wanted to take ICICI Bank up. So tomorrow market opens flat and opens gap up, and if it closes above 1900 sorry 925, then you can start some buying pressure here, and we can set our target to 934 to 940. But it may happen that it opens flat and opens gap down, and if it trades below 920, then you can start some selling pressure here, and you can set your target to 930 to 910. Okay. Now let's look into SBI Bank. In SBI Bank, you can see that it trades below that round level 600, and it did not make so much movement here. So I'm expecting that if tomorrow markets opens flat or opens gap down, and if it closes below 596 or 95, then you can expect some selling pressure here, and our target will be 592 first. Next target we can set to 585. And for any positive movement, it needs to closes above 600 or 602. After that, you can expect some positive movement here. Okay. Now let's look into Kotak Bank. Here you can see that in Kotak Bank, it looks negative movement, shows negative movement, and as I said yesterday, if market opens flat or opens gap down, you can expect some selling pressure here, because the reason is that you can see that market made a high of 2000 or almost around 2000. After that, it shows negative movement from there. So there are some sellers are new sellers are added there. So I think if it opens gap down, then you can expect some selling pressure. Today market opens gap down and it shows negative movement, and it goes until 1932. So now it trades around 1944. So if tomorrow market trades below 1950 round level, then you can expect some selling pressure here, and it is target will be 1932 to 1930. Next target you can set to 1925. And for any buying scenario, it needs to close above 1965. Then after that, we can issue some buying moment from there. Okay. And let's next bank is Axis Bank. You can see that in Axis Bank it trades above that 860 level, and it closes above that. So if tomorrow markets opens flat or opens small gap up, then you can issue some buying pressure until 880, and that is the high of that candle. And if it opens a gap up and shows a negative movement, then you can issue some selling pressure here, because you can see that it is shows negative movement here, and it goes up. After that, it shows negative movement from there. That means the seller are putting stop loss for their stop loss here. So if it opens there and it shows a negative movement there, then new sellers will going also to add from there. That is the reason I am suggesting you, if it opens gap up, then you can extract some selling pressure from there. Okay. Now let's look into IndusInd Bank, which is our last bank. You can see that IndusInd Bank trades around that zone. It is neither it close below 1120 or it closes above 1160. So I am not suggesting you to take any buying or selling trade until it closes above 1160 or 1165. And if it closes below 1120, then you can expect some selling pressure here. So for that time to come up, you need to wait patiently for taking any trade. So my suggestion would be wait for 2 to 3 days more. If it closes below 1120, then you can extract some selling pressure here, and if it closes above 1160, then you can extract some buying pressure from there also. And that's it for today, guys. If you like the video, please subscribe my channel and share it, and bye bye everyone.